So let's go to Bunny.
Yes.
Bullying हो रही है शायद स्कूल में.
Yeah, there was this little kid, he was bullying Bunny a little, or at least he was trying to. And Bunny was holding his ground, but not getting into a fight with him. And then, I don't know whether I was right or wrong. I told Bunny that if he hits you, you can at least do something to protect
Show
yourself.
something, yeah.
So he said, I can do Jiu-Jitsu with this boy. I said, see, in a protected way, yes, you can. And Bunny did that. Then the boy realized that Bunny is not that, weak. And so the boy now is keeping
But
his
before
distance.
that, you also went to the teachers.
Yes, we
You
complained.
warned the teacher that I'm not worried about Bunny. I'm worried about the other kid.
Yes.
Because again, at the end, वो भी बच्चा ही है.
Yes.
I'm worried about कि वो बच्चे को चोट लग जाएगी. So अगर लगेगी तो who will be responsible?
Yes,
We have
true.
controlled Bunny.
It can happen both. Even Bunny can get hurt, the child can get hurt.
Right.
So if there is a thing going on like that, it is our duty to tell the teachers that this should be stopped.
Yeah.
And this is a thing which is really sad. There shouldn't be any bullying at school. They are too small. They don't understand the implications of that. But it can actually make or break a child's psyche about going to school or feeling safe at school. And I think if there is an issue like that, it should be addressed in the most proper manner, because it is not right. They have very, very soft minds right now. So anything which is imprinted in a very forceful manner can leave an imprint which can last for many, many years to come. So those kind of things shouldn't happen at school. And then, if a child is doing some sort of martial art, anything, if he's doing karate, what will he do? He'll punch the child, which is
Immediately.
very, very violent, for punching a child. If the child has a fracture or something, or he has a head injury, it can be catastrophe. So at least Jiu-Jitsu does this. If you can subdue the child, that is what Pranil did. He caught the child, he got him in a grip where he couldn't escape. Then he dragged the child to the teacher and told the teacher that he is again hitting me. After that, the child also realized when he couldn't get out of Bunny's grips that he is no match, or whatever, he needs to relax. Now he's not troubling him, so there is good friendship between them.
Similar thing happened at the tennis court.
So the tennis court thingy was that one boy was trying to hit Bunny, run around, hit Bunny, and Bunny was telling him, do not do that. And one time he just comes, Bunny caught him. Instead of throwing him off or hitting him, he just gently moved him so that he loses his balance, like we do in Jiu-Jitsu, and he just made him lie down on the ground in a safe way. Then he told him, stay there, because if you hit me, I'll hit you back. That child also, then after that, was, he
You realize.
Yeah.
Parents were also...
So there were a few parents who saw that episode, and a couple of them came up to me and said that, oh, Bunny is so cool, the way he handled him was amazing. So I told them that he has been learning Jiu-Jitsu, and it's a very simple way of doing things in Jiu-Jitsu, and that is what he has done. So they're very interested in sending their kids for learning this. So it makes a difference. If your child is bully proof, I think he's gonna be more confident in overall, tackling day-to-day situations like this, or going out with friends or with people, where there can be some harm. At least the child will be able to take care of himself. We don't want our kids to hit other kids. That is a complete no-no in our house. In fact, we had to tell Bunny ki yes, it is okay to do, take care of yourself, because he was not ready to hit the child otherwise. That is what I have always taught Arna also from childhood. That Arna, you do not make the first move. But if somebody is bullying you, you do the minimum basic things to, tell him that, no, dude, this doesn't work. This has to stop right now. And, if I do this, then, you are going to get in trouble. And she has been doing that. As a child, there were a couple of kids who used to bully her, some boys at school. One time, I don't know whether you remember this or not, Arna picked one of them held both his arms and picked him up and said, ki, now if you want, I can throw you down, and you can get hurt. Then the boy said, no, just put me down, I'll never trouble you again. So these are the kind of little things we need to.
So something that we are very vocal about the benefits of Jiu-Jitsu is this violence scalability factor. Like every situation does not demand ultimate kind of a violence. One thing that we are very vocal about, if any parent inquire us, so the benefit about Jiu-Jitsu is the violence scalability factor, wherein you can decide the amount of violence that that situation particularly demands.
Yes.
Karate people, if I'm into karate as my first art, overall amazing art, but as my first art, first thing that I'll be doing is hit you in such a situation.
Yes.
But at the end, if I'm a kid 4-year, 5-year-old, you're also a kid 4-year, 5-year-old, technically we can imagine कि क्या damage होने वाला है for everyone, and the parents would be involved, teachers would be involved.
Yeah.
It's not needed. So another example being, हम लोग शादी में हैं, मेरे ही कोई relative, if they are drunk, I don't want to kick them in the balls and then take the eyeball out. It's not, it's still relative, and then ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं है. So we can gently hug them, we can control them the way we do in Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes.
Again, that's also a part of self-defense. You're defending the situation, you're defending the environment, defending everyone. You're keeping yourself safe,
Yes.
keeping them safe. So again, one of the benefit, the biggest benefit of Jiu-Jitsu is this violence scalability. Right.
See, in any scenario, no martial art is perfect. Every martial art have their some, they have their good things and then they have their bad things. There are certain things about Jiu-Jitsu. There are certain situations where maybe Jiu-Jitsu will work or might not work.
Right.
You understand what I'm talking about. But overall, yes, scalability is a thing which in Jiu-Jitsu can be actually be measured. Like mathematics, that I want to do this and I don't want to go there. So you can just stop there and still be winning the battle. So it's not like you have to go there and then you do.
Would you agree that in any case it should look like a self-defense
Of
rather
course.
than a self-offense?
Of course, that is what.
Right.
That is,
if I'm a
that
victim,
is the beauty of it.
I'm not saying that you should be coming up with pura scratches or bruise or injured.
Yeah.
If you're a victim, the other person shouldn't look uglier than you.
Yeah, true.
If that's the situation, but there are situations, bilkul hi ultimate case, will not name them. But if that is a situation of a life and death, go all in.